Welcome to In Her Voice. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am passionate about helping women live authentically by listening to their inner voice. Get ready to be inspired by women of all walks of life that have set aside their should-bes and not good enoughs and are standing in their true voice, the voice of wisdom that each and every one of us has inside. Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Covert, and I am so glad that you decided to press play today. I am going to be sharing from my heart, and I always share from my heart, but I'm going to get real and raw today because I want to say something that I feel like needs to be said, and it's something that I'm coming out of right now, and I am looking forward to sharing this with you. And this is all about giving yourself permission to give 100%. And I have a feeling you might be surprised at the conclusion that I will come to. So let me start from the beginning. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm at Kelly J. Covert. By the way, if you don't follow me, head on over there and follow me and join me in my stories and my posts. You will have noticed that over the last couple of weeks, I've been a little bit quiet. And that is because, as I told my very good friend Stephanie, I was not feeling fit for public consumption. I was kind of down in the dumps, and I really had a challenging month in the area of my family. My kids have been going through a lot at school, and it's been pulling on me in many ways, like time-wise, energy-wise, emotionally. And I've been feeling like I've pretty much been nailing being a mother. I have to be honest with you. Even though it's been challenging, I've risen to the task. However, I feel like my career, my business has suffered because of that. And I had to ask myself this question. I was journaling this morning and I asked myself this question. Why do I feel like I can either be a really good mom or a really good entrepreneur? And you can substitute, by the way, any two things in those categories. Why can I be a really good professional at whatever you do or a really good wife? Why can't I do both of those things? And you know what? If you're in the group of people that you can do both of those things and you are awesome. That is so great. And sometimes I feel that way, but lately I haven't been feeling that way. I feel like it's sort of an either or for me. And I think that it's an interesting question to ask, because why does one have to preclude the other, right? Why do I feel like I can only be one or the other? When it comes right down to it, that's a story that I'm telling myself. I am telling myself that in today's world, it's not possible for me to be enough to be both of those things, to do both of those things well at the same time. And so that's really coming from a place of scarcity. It's coming from a place of lack, of not enoughness. I'm saying to myself, Kelly, you just don't have what it takes to be both of those things. So I have to pick. And then when I pick, I feel bad about the thing that I'm not picking. So over the past 4 weeks, I have prioritized my kids because they needed me and I needed to show up for them in a bigger way over the last few weeks. And I deprioritized or unprioritized, I don't even know if either of those are words, but you know what I'm saying, my business. And I pulled away and I kind of went into hibernation a little bit because I felt like I wasn't giving it my all. And so in my conversation with my wise friend, Stephanie, she said, and it was so brilliant, that the problem is not that you're not being a good mom or being a good entrepreneur. It's that we put this expectation on ourselves that we have to be 100% in both of those areas. But the problem with that is we only have 100%. We don't have 200% to give. We don't even have 110% to give. Really, you guys, we are just one person. And all we can give is what we have. We can give 100% of what we have, but that is it. So when this expectation comes that we have to be all in 100% in every area of our life, that does not compute. That is not possible. That is a false expectation that we are putting onto ourselves. And when we don't live up to that, we're making that mean that we are not enough. I am making that mean that I am not enough. And it was just such a good aha moment for me to come to this place and say, yes, I only have so much to give. That's it. I only have 100%. And so sometimes that's going to look like 50-50. And sometimes that's going to look like 100-0. And sometimes that's going to look like 75-25. There are a lot of different ways that it can look and a lot of different ways that it can equal out, but it's only ever going to be 100%. And so what would happen if we started giving ourselves permission to be just 100%? To not have to do more than we can do. To not have to be 200% or even 101%. Let's take that off of our shoulders and recognize that we are human and that we do have limitations, and that's okay. Because what happens when we get into this place of not enoughness, all of a sudden we go down a road that does not help us. We beat ourselves up because maybe our lives don't look like, our neighbors or the person that we follow on the internet. And then we get discouraged and we say, forget it. This vision is not for me. This calling is not for me. I am not the person who was created for this. And that's the greatest tragedy. Because the vision that you have been given, the vision that I have been given, the only person who can do that justice is you and is me. And what a tragedy if we let go of our purpose, if we let go of what we were here to do because we just felt like we weren't doing it enough. Every little bit counts, you guys. You are enough. I am enough. 100% is enough. Give yourself permission to be imperfect and to be unbalanced and to even be discouraged. You know what? Let's just have some real talk here. It's okay to feel discouraged because those are the moments where we learn. Those are the moments where we stretch and where we grow if we allow that to happen. If we can take the step back and look at this with curiosity. And that's what I've been able to do over the past few days. I've been able to take a step back and say, okay, I'm feeling this way. Why am I feeling this way? What story am I telling myself? And I called on the support of my wise friends who love me no matter what, who have no expectations on me. This all comes from myself. And so it's so important to surround ourselves with that support too, those people that can reflect back the truest part of who you are. And I am so grateful for those people in my life. And I hope and pray for you that you have those people in your life. One of the questions that I asked myself this morning as I was journaling was, do I need a coach? And the reason that I ask myself that, and I'm being really transparent with you guys here, is because I know that part of my personality is such that I really thrive when I have accountability. That really helps me. And I have created systems of built-in accountability with different people in my life, and I like that. But sometimes I need that extra accountability of knowing that I have paid someone to hold my feet to the fire. That investment is not just saying to a person, here, I'm going to give you my money so you make me do what I'm going to do. No, that investment shows me that I matter, that my vision matters, that my purpose in this world is important. And it also helps me to recognize that I am not perfect and I do not have to do it alone. And so I'm going to ask you the same thing. Do you want to make an impact in this world? Do you have something calling, pulling you to something greater? What is your purpose? What is your vision in this world? And how can you get help? What do you need to help you bring it into reality? And I say all this to offer to you a solution. And that solution is the Inner Circle, my private group membership program. This is a beautiful vehicle for you to get that support, to get the accountability, to learn the tools, to be able to listen confidently to your inner voice and take courageous action to bring your big vision, to bring what you want into this world, to make a difference in this world. And the doors are open. The doors are open now. And let me tell you guys, this is not some just you get a couple of emails and that's it. Yeah, you do get emails from me every week. I call them love notes, but you're also getting 2 group coaching calls a month with me. You're getting 1 teaching session a month that I call the Inner Circle session. You are getting support, contact with me on a regular daily basis if you seek that out. And this is a way for you to say to yourself, I am worth it. My dream is worth it. My vision matters and it's important. And listen, it's not that expensive. It is so reasonable. This is a budget-friendly option. Maybe you've always wanted to have a coach and you thought you didn't even explore it because you thought, no, there's no way that I can afford that. I'm not ready for that. Or that's not in my budget. Trust me, it is. If you can get a cup of coffee, and not even a fancy coffee, just a regular coffee every day, then it's in your budget. So go take a look. The URL is kellycovert.com/inner circle. That's super easy to remember, but if you can't remember, it should be a link right in your podcast app, whatever you're listening to this episode with, and check it out. Learn more about it. See if it resonates with you. And if it does, join. You only have to join for a month. It's a month at a time. See if you like it. See if it makes a difference in your life. But my guess is that if you are feeling the call, if you are feeling that pull, then it will be perfect for you. And I cannot wait to welcome you into my space, to welcome you into my arms, and to show you that you are worthy.